In this segment, we will share information about Strait of Gibraltar and Territory of Gibraltar. But first of all, the history of word Gibraltar, which is very amazing itself. One of the most prominent features near the Straits of Gibraltar is the large rock that overhangs into the air, over 460 meters high. It is the feature from which the name Gibraltar actually stems. In Arabic, the word Jabal or Jebel means a mountain. Tariq refers to a Berber commander from northern Africa who once led a large military expedition to the straits. The commander Tariq ibn Ziyad crossed the straits over to the promontory during the early 8th century AD, and it has been known as Jabal al Tariq, or the Mountain of Tariq since then. Gibraltar is the Spanish derivation of the Arabic phrase, given that the region is close to the Spanish mainland. Now let us talk about the Strait of Gibraltar. Is the only natural link between the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, and is one of the busiest waterways in the world. At the same time, the strait is also a meeting point for nature lovers. Here you can observe whales and dolphins as well as migratory birds. It is 36 miles 58 kilometers long and narrows to 8 miles 14 kilometers at its closest point. Spain and Morocco are only 14.3 kilometers apart from each other. To be even more precise, it takes a ferry about 35 minutes to cross from Europe to Africa at the narrowest part of the Strait of Gibraltar. The strait's depth ranges between 300 and 900 meters, 980 and 2,950 feet, 160 and 490 fathoms. During the Second World War, German U-boats used the currents to pass into the Mediterranean Sea without detection, by maintaining silence with engines off. From September 1941 to May 1940, Germany managed to send 62 U-boats into the Mediterranean. All these boats had to navigate the British-controlled Strait of Gibraltar, where 9 U-boats were sunk while attempting passage, and 10 more had to break off their run due to damage. No U-boats ever made it back into the Atlantic, and all were either sunk in battle or destroyed by their own crews. Now let us talk about the Territory of Gibraltar. The Gibraltar is a British overseas territory and city located at the southern tip of the Iberian Peninsula. It has an area of 6.7 km to 2.6 sq mi, and is bordered to the north by Spain. The landscape is dominated by the Rock of Gibraltar, at the foot of which is a densely populated town area, home to some 32,688 people. 2022 estimate. Primarily Gibraltar ENS. In the 1950s, Franco renewed Spain's claim to sovereignty over Gibraltar, and restricted movement between Gibraltar and Spain. Gibraltar ENS voted overwhelmingly to remain under British sovereignty in the 1967 Gibraltar sovereignty referendum, which led to the passing of the Gibraltar Constitution Order in 1969. In response, Spain completely closed the border with Gibraltar and severed all communication links. The border with Spain was partially reopened in 1982 and fully reopened in 1985 before Spain's accession to the European Community. Ocean Village is a mixed-use marina, residential, business, and leisure development in Gibraltar. In the north end of the Iberian Peninsula, the project features 316 residential apartments, over 250 marina berths, and extensive business accommodation. It has been reported that the Spanish government has had plan for the undersea tunnel. The proposed tunnel is planned to be 40 kilometers long and pass 300 m under the Mediterranean Sea. In 2021, it has been reported that the UK government was looking to build a tunnel first by connecting Gibraltar, which is under British sovereignty, and Morocco with a 28 km crossing. The Chief Minister of Gibraltar is the head of His Majesty's Government of Gibraltar, who is elected by the Gibraltar Parliament and formally appointed by the Governor of Gibraltar. representative of the British monarch. The incumbent chief minister is Fabian Picardo. Since 9th December 2011. Hope you enjoyed this informative segment. Thanks for watching.